Good morning and welcome back to Farming Simulator 2015 with the Rude Man. And today we are logging. Let's go figure out where we left off the last time. I had a little bit of trouble. What did I do? Let's take a look at the map here. It looks like I've got a little bit left on field 10. Let's go take a look. Yeah, I do. So I'm just going to finish field 10, and then I want to speed up time on our little bitty field of trees over here as an experiment on Game Monday. That is Monday in the game, and today is Tuesday. Tomorrow's bright and sunny, Wednesday. I planted these trees on Monday. I fertilized most of them. I didn't fertilize a couple of them, or one of them. Yeah, a couple of them. I have no idea whether the fertilizer does anything at all, but I'm experimenting. And as soon as this field is harvested, as soon as the field is completely harvested, I'm going to speed up time with my handy dandy little mod for speeding up time. And see how long does it take to see how long does it take. Where'd I go to school? To see how long it takes for the trees to grow and whether the fertilizer does anything at all on it. Now, speaking of planting in the field, I did have a comment and recommendation from a subscriber that said, that the efficiency and cost effectiveness of planting trees on good farmland is probably not good. And because if I cut down, say, this tree right here, I can get my planter and replant it right then and there. So I don't necessarily need to waste farmland to plant trees. Now, the only reason I was doing that is I was thinking, well, if it's my crop, then I can plant it like a crop. But that makes sense because there's trees everywhere, and there's plenty of grass ground out there where you can plant trees and not take up farmland. So good suggestion, and I'm probably going to do that because he's probably right. It is probably not cost effective to use my farmland. Oh my God, I love the physics in this game, but you can sure jackknife. And let's see, we got $114,146. Good for us, eh? Yeah, it's early in the morning, and it's cold and gloomy where I live right now this morning. And there's junk in the air, so you can probably hear in my voice I've got little froggy doos again. Doggone it all. I'm sure glad I'm not somebody who has real bad allergies. Man, I don't know what that'd be like. I have enough stuff to worry about. Let's see what we're doing on crops. Ooh, we got 104,000 liters of barley. Good job. We should plant wheat next because we don't have any of that. I gotta get that weight out of there. It's just in the way. I actually need a bigger tractor for this trailer. This one's not quite big enough, especially if the trailer's full. And while we're waiting for that guy to fill up, I'm going to go check on my logging equipment because I can't remember where I left off and what I was doing. By the by, I see that there is a new update out for the game. and I got my game through Steam, and I have it set up to automatically. Well, I must have finished what I was doing because I have a clean tractor and trailer. Anyway, I've got my game through Steam, and I have it set to automatically do updates, but I didn't get the update, so I'm wondering, how long it'll take for Steam to catch up on the update. Although, in what I've been able to tell, they just did a quick fix on some issues that were happening, and it added more issues than they fixed, or at least that's what I've heard through the grapevine. So we'll see what happens. I was dinking around offline, and all right, well, I have to be completely honest. This is, disclosure. I actually thought I was recording, and I forgot to hit the record button. But anyway, I cut down one of these pine trees right here, so I need to come back with my other little machine-y thing that wherever it's at. Oh man, is it in the barn? Hey, I put it away. So I need to come back with my little machine-y thing and take care of that stump. It was too bad too, because man, I had quite a bit to say while I thought I was recording, and I could kick myself for forgetting to do that. Now, the recorder I'm using is hardware recording equipment. It's actually not equipment. It's shadow play from NVIDIA. But anyway, you can set up a hotkey. The only problem is the hotkey doesn't work in all games, and the hotkey doesn't seem to work in this game. So if I have to actually get out of the game and hit the hotkey and then back in the game. So sometimes the games that won't let you use a hotkey actually won't let you window out of the game either. Like Skyrim has an issue of coming out of a window and going back in. I know there's a mod to fix that. I just didn't want to download the mod. I have about 120 mods on Skyrim. I didn't need another one. So what I do is basically I start the recording and then load Skyrim. And I do the same thing with Fallout New Vegas. But sometimes I forget. I get anxious to get in the game, load it up, and jump right in. And there you go. Yeah, it's too bad too, because I'm going to cut another one of those trees down, but they're slick. The pine trees are easy to cut down. You just, you cut the tree down to begin with, then you just jump on the log, turn your chainsaw on, run down it, and all the branches are chopped off, and you're left with nothing but a giant log. And then you just cut it like 3 or 4 times, pick up the pieces, and off you go. It's just slicker than, a whistle. Let's see. I don't want to hit the stump. I want to get rid of it. So let's line her up here. Turn it on and lower it. Oh, that was easy enough. Now what was that? Okay, I think that's that little wedge that I cut off. Yeah, I think it was. I don't know how to pick it up, so it's easier just to do that, I guess. Am I missing something there? What is that? Is that just a brown spot, or is that actually... No, that's a little wedgy thing. I don't know what to do with it. I don't know if I can... I mean, how in the hell do you pick it up, for one thing? Unless you have a scoop of some kind. Let's see if I can... Well... Oh my God, that little bitty piece of stump had a ton of chips in it. That was weird. That was just totally weird. I didn't know this thing moved all that much, to be honest with you. It looks like it should bend more. But you don't have all those controls. Unless you have more this way. Oh, I guess you do. Look at that. Wow, you learn something new every doggone day. Cool. Alright, well, let's leave this. Go back to our harvest here. Fail her up, fail her up. Yeah, I wish they had pickups over there. I wish there were pickups in the game. I'm going to wait for some mods. Pickups in the game need four-wheel drive. It's just pickup. Where I live, you don't see very many pickups like that. They're almost all four-wheel drive. Everybody has one. In Oregon, everybody's got a pickup truck. I don't know where I'm going. Whoa, I love the way they spin out. That's so cool. Yeah, look, he's underpowered. I need a bigger tractor to pull this thing. Alright. God, I don't want to cut one of those down. They're just ugly monsters. Take forever. Those are cool, though. But I'm afraid to cut them all down, because I don't know if I can replant a pine tree. That's why I'm waiting for the other trees to grow, to see what it is they're going to grow into. That you can plant, because unless I'm doing something wrong. Let's go up to the store. Has this guy got to wait on him? He does. Okay, let's run up to the store, the garden center. Take a look at the trees you can buy. I don't think you can switch them. I well, I may be mistaken. Maybe I didn't try. But it would sure be nice if you could choose and say, look, I want a pine tree or, a poplar tree. The only way I can think of to do it is to actually buy the darn tree and plant it manually. Well, that's kind of cost prohibitive. I think it's about, I can't remember what it costs for a tree, but let's take a look. Okay, I don't know what I'm doing here. What the heck am I doing? Go back. Get out of here. Right here is what I need to do. Looking for placeables. There's an ash tree, a birch tree, a fir tree, a maple, an oak, a poplar. Okay, so, but they're $7,000. I own one. I own one what? Oh, okay, never mind. It's talking about, I must have the washer highlighted. I do. All right, but anyway, that might be, a hard way to make a living if you have to plant one for $7,000, then cut it down and make 10. I don't know. I mean, hopefully you make that much, but. All right, well, let's go and take a look. Go to the garden center. I was hoping, when you buy the saplings that there'd be a way that you could choose what kind of sapling that you want to buy. And why wouldn't you have that option? What's the matter with this game? Yeah, I mentioned in a different video about one of the disappointments I had in the new version of the game. Looks like I've got to go empty that guy again. And it was the fact that we still have the same fruits on the map. We didn't get any new fruits. We only got one new map. We got one refurbished map that they didn't put any work into. They just put a building and a sell point for logs and a place to sell the chips, and that's it. We should have got a new map, and both maps should have, logging components to it. And it does have a logging component, but again, as I said in my other video, the logging component on the map they gave us, the DLC from Titanium map, it doesn't have the train that you can sell the logs to. It doesn't have the pond you can dump the logs into. It has a building and a sell point, and that's your logging component. It doesn't even have the trees on it that Bjornholm has on it. So they added that, but why did they not add more fruits? We still have, wheat, barley, corn, canola, and beets and potatoes. That's it. There's no new fruits. Okay, so you add a logging component, and you only have one tree to choose from to plant. Now I'm going to check it out, but I don't think I had a choice when I bought the trees. But let's go take a look. Unless I'm doing something wrong. You come up here. There's your purchase point. You have a pallet. This pallet of saplings is used to fill the tree planter. Okay. As far as I can tell, there's only one tree. I don't see a choice between pines and anything else. There's no arrows to point to go anywhere else. Why would they not give you the opportunity to plant the other trees? Fruit type, a tree. Okay, fine. But what kind of tree? That's what I'm waiting for. So, it's disappointing. Now let's go ahead and buy the. Gonna buy it because that's all I can buy. The other thing is, okay, let's say there was just one that you could buy. With the other planter, you just put seeds in it and then you choose. Maybe that's it. I'll try that. Maybe you can choose once you get the pallet loaded. I don't know if I'm doing this right or not. Okay, so now let's say I'm on that back there. See, it doesn't let you, there's no controls that I can see that let you change the type of tree. Normally you would hit the O key to change, wouldn't you? To change from barley and wheat and such like that. I don't see any control that tells me that I can change the type of tree that's in that planter. Disappointing. It really is. Okay, when I get up here, I'm going to turn the planter on and see if that gives us a new menu. I swear, when I planted those other trees, I didn't see a different menu that said, choose fruit or choose tree or anything like that. Alright, I'm just going to plant a tree right here. So, lower the planter, turn it on. You got to get down there because it's hard to see the darn tree when it gets planted. Okay, well, it planted a tree. But, I don't see anything that tells us what kind of tree you're going to plant. It just plants a tree. There, planted another tree. But anyway, there it is. Disappointing. One more lick and we got this one done, and we'll speed up time and find out what those trees are over there that we planted. Okay. One more lick, I think. And there he goes. He didn't get it all. He left a little bit, taking him more than one. I might as well go dump this because it's 80% full. Whee! Goes pretty good downhill. Those uphill treks that are a little bit slow. And as always, if you look in the description, I do have a list of the mods I'm using. I have gotten some new mods installed. Let's see if I can find them. Is it up there? Well, that's by category. Sales. Let's see what else we got. Category mods. Okay, so sales. There's no sales on mods. Tractors. I know I've got the John Deere's. Dub Bears. Baling technology. I've got a baler that came from Giant. I have a slurry tank that came from Giant. I have placeables. I have a farm gas station because the farm that the Bjornholm farm does not have fuel on it. And let's see, sewing machines. I think I got this one from Giant too. And mowers. I found the Starship Enterprise. And other than that, I do have utility mods that I downloaded. Let's see, that one. It doesn't work like the other one that I had because I used to be able to group them. So if I had 6 combines, they would all be in a group that I would hit one key and instead of going from piece of equipment to piece of equipment, I could set up a group for combines, and every time I hit that button, it would just take me through just the combines. And then if I had trucks on the road, I'd set a group for that, and I could just go through trucks. I like that grouping better than this. What this does is it automatically assigns a number to a particular piece of equipment. So you'd have to remember that the Buer is 4. And so you have to hit the control 4 and go to the Buer. If you don't, well, you don't have to memorize it, but you just have to hit the control button. So it's a 2-button thing and a 5. With the other one, I just hit one button and just keep hitting it till I got to the one in that group that I wanted to drive. It made it kind of handy. Like, for example, the combines are normally out in a field, and if they're needing fuel, I'm not going to I don't want to drive that combine out of the field all the way back to the farm, get fuel in it, drive it all the way back to the field, because they're slow driving for one thing. So I would put the TT truck in the group with the combines, so that I could easily get from combine to combine using the utility truck. Oh, by the way, there's a cart, and I haven't downloaded it yet. There is a utility cart that has it's a cart that you grab with your trailer or truck, and it has all the seeds and fuel and fertilizer in it, so you can drive it around, and it works like the TT truck for 2015, because they haven't got a TT truck in 2015 yet. Oh, let's get our trailer. We gotta get our trailer up there. Up, up, and away. We're gonna get it. You know, I was thinking, I didn't realize there was that much barley left on that field in that one strip, but it's almost a full load. And he just ended. Alright, so before I start seeding the fields, what time is it? Oh, it's 11:06 in the early morning. That's probably still early enough if I seed now, but I'm going to run some time. Yeah, the mod that I have that speeds up time works. You have to get out of the truck. You have to be as just a farmer out on the field. Let's go up. I want to go up and look at the trees. I guess I could have drove there. Shoot. I gotta get this up to the farm anyway. Alright, so you got to be out of the rig. You got to be just your lonely old farmer. And then I think it's Control R. Is it Control R? And the time just whizzes by. The tree's growing a little bit. Great demand at the train station for barley. Oh, now? Are you kidding me? Well, so much for that experiment. I can't pass that up because I got a ton of barley. Today is Wednesday, so I planted on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and the trees are still not grown. So it takes a while. Let's get going on this. And where was that great demand? Great demand for a brief time, the warehouse. Alright, so that's... Oh, wait a minute. Barley. Right. Okay, so the warehouse is back over by the garden center. Let's go fill this guy up. I'm kind of glad I have this bigger trailer now. Now, if you have fruit in the trailer, like I have barley in the trailer, and I come along to the load point, it already knows I have fruit in the trailer, and it will automatically load that same fruit in the trailer by just hitting the button. I don't have to select the grain. Just hit the button, boom. Now, the next time I come back, the trailer will be empty, and I'll have to tell it that I want barley. So I suppose if you wanted to save a little time, when you get up to the sell point, just don't empty the trailer. Leave a little barley in it. That'd be funny. I might try that. Because I'm lazy. I saved one little... Oh my God. I need a bigger tractor. Level out here, go down. It speeds up when you're going downhill though, better be careful. If you make a sharp turn, a single jackknife. It's kind of fun to do, though. You slide all over the place. Almost like they're on ice. Alright, take a shortcut through the field. There's a warehouse over there. We're on the back. And around we go. Okay, I'm not going to keep any fruit in it. I'm not that lazy. Follow my own tracks. Might as well do a straight shot, I guess. There's my silos. I love farming in the sunshine. Yeah, so this is a logging map, but you still got to make money. So I've got to do this. I can't. You know, after all, it is a farming game that just happens to have a logging component to it. Yeah, there's two flashing things in the map. What? Is there more than one great demand? Huh. And does it say what it is? Barley. There is. There's one on potatoes. I did not know that. But I don't have many potatoes. All right. So the potatoes are going to the warehouse. The, oh, no, 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 no. The barley's supposed to be going to the train station? What? Did I read it wrong? Brief time to train station is ready to pay considerably higher for price for barley. Really? Oh, for crying out loud. I just blew one whole load. Well, I'm glad I saw those flashing things. Oh, woe is me. It's my Eeyore coming out. Yeah, I'm glad I kind of glanced down at that map and wondered what the two flashing things were. But your news should give you both of those, shouldn't they? God, I could have swore it said barley to the warehouse. But you know, you only read what you think you want to. You got to read and comprehend the whole thing. But a lot of times you just see what you want to see. And I knew there was a great demand. I knew it was for barley, and that's all I saw, as was the warehouse. I'll give you an example of that. I was watching a game show the other day, and I don't necessarily watch game shows on TV, but it happened to be on, and I was thumbing through the channels. And the question is, you have a certain amount of time to answer the question, right? So the question was, in Pretty Woman, which star in real life married Cindy Crawford? That was the question. Now, the guy that was going to answer the question, they started to ask the question. They said, in Pretty Woman, which star married? And boom, he hit it and said Julia Roberts. He didn't listen to the whole question, and so he missed the question. And it's the same thing. I jumped to conclusions. I knew there was a great demand. I saw the warehouse and assumed it was barley. So, and I'm a man. I never read the instructions fully. Instructions? The hell you need instructions for? Just put this thing together. What are all these extra parts for, I wonder? Why is that table leaning to the left? I don't know. Just stick it up against a wall. It'll be fine. I don't know how women put up with men. I know why men put up with women, but I can't say it on a family channel. Well, we're up to almost $150,000. Probably would have been more if I hadn't screwed up on that first load of barley. And now you know the rest of the story. Now I sound like Paul Harvey. Now you know why I say come and play games the rude man way. What's the rude man way? I goof up all the time. Not my fault. It's who I am. Makes it fun though. Can you imagine, playing a game that you're so good at you never make any mistakes? What fun is that to watch? What's funnier to watch? You have a first-person shooter. You have a guy maxed out with armor, maxed out with weapons. He's got a weapon in each hand, a cigar in his mouth, and he jumps out of a building and guns down 20 bad guys and never misses. Or the same guy, cigar chomping, armored up, weaponed up, jumps out, and the first guy is some skinny little kid with a baseball bat and takes his head off. Which one's funnier? And I play games to have fun, so there you go. I need better brakes. Alright, well, I'm going to end the episode here. My time's up, and I'll finish selling this stuff for the great demand, and we'll continue on with our little experiment on growing trees in the next episode. Until then, have fun farming and logging. I'll see you later.